city time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do it. First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Check. Go. 40. Check 9. 12.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. To throw is Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Go.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Going for the deep ball. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Kill.
This is Carson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time, the running game didn't suit them so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant before they come and get your quarterback. At least have the illusion that you have a running game.
Here we go, D. Hey, Hero, this way.
On third down, Wilson. They'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. as his guys are in for 6, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29. Yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Mike 5-4. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Rush in. Rush in.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
At the 34-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 45 on second down, Allen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get?
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
You see me?
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And Ingram holds it in. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 51 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On first down, It's Carson, and he'll be taken down at the 34. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Fine, 90. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Good job right there. Let's go. We got double up. Switch. 6 guys. Check 6.
Draw play. This is Carson. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Seahawks 7, 49ers nothing.
280. 50. Watch the screen. Listen. Screen. Hey, no, look up. Hey, we got Mike 50, huh?
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the delay, here's Carson, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
95.
Seahawks first down.
Kill. Zebra. Gun.
They'll try to run with Carson, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal. Wilson, end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Come on, let's go. First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Right there, 19! Right there, 54 Mike. Hey, defense, let's go! Now 10. 54 is Mike, 54. Bravo! Check, watch 54, watch.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Allen. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Allen to throw once more. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike 5-4. 3 buzz.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
57. Mike, 57.
Hey, Charlie.
And again, it's Allen. He'll buy some time right. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point from McManus is good, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Hey, watch
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Allen dancing to his left. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Steve 6. Here we go. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Go.
On first down, Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
I got you. Mike 5-4. Here we go. Hey, watch that.
Throwing now is Allen. And he fires one incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. On first down, Jones. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
To the air, Allen. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Allen now looks to throw. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Throwing again on second down. Allen. And he's into the clear. 30. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
54-19. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He completes it to Jones. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Alert 3. He's checking. Crash.
To throw, it's Allen. He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, 49ers. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. McManus's point after is good, and that will get them one closer. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
They run it with Carson. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Alert, alert, alert. 36. Left half.
Now Wilson to throw again. He's going to let it go deep. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards, first down Niners. And an alley to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down, San Francisco.
We got to step it up.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will shave one more off this lead. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
On first down, it's Carson, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Say it, weapon. One flip. Fast. Still got 4 down.
Now Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Now Allen. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
Check. Watch 54. Army.
To the shotgun snap to Allen. It's caught. Jones. And they work this out past the 25. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
Hey, box truck. Check right 54. Is it?
Allen now on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again. Allen, he sets to fire deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
And all the way down to the 37. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Wilson. He's going to look deep. End zone for Hopkins. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the interception by the Seahawks D-Lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Finds his tight end Ingram. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, echo. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Tighten up.
Allen going to go on 4th down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. From the 29, Wilson eluding the pressure right. He'll have a first down past the 40. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Wilson wants to throw it. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Allen going to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Allen now on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Caught by Jones. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. On 1st and 10, Allen, and that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Ryan Poole that time there to get a hand on it. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
57's the mic.
And here's Allen, going to throw again. Jones has it. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
From midfield, here's Allen. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Darryl Worley. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking, they think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, the streak is over as they finally get a win after 10 losses to start the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
wonder when it's my time. I live every